Okay? This is your logic and reasoning. It cuts the blood from there, and all this swells and pools in the amygdala, at the throat chakra center, at the base of the spinal column, and it presses out on my body's thermostat. Too hot, hyper-aggressive. Too cold, compressive. To depress something, again, everything's backwards. You want to be depressed. Depressed means you're compressed to the point where you need depression. The King's English is backwards. And everything is designed to fucking kill you. And anybody who's dyslexic is labeled fucked in the head when they're actually able to see things for what it is. ADHD. We're not meant to sit still. We're meant to be like a wolf. Everybody, oh yeah, don't keep wolves in cages and whales in, cages. They're meant to walk miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. So are we. Don't sit down because you have back pain. Get up because you have back pain. Every day is backwards day. I'm not dyslexic. I'm right. My egotistical, grandiose, bipolar, narcissistic kind of way. The bipolar is because of, again, the frame rate that I can function at. I spike my own cortisol levels. I pop my fucking dopamine. Everything swells, and I become like, it's a parrot, the complex CTPSD, or whatever you want to call it. T stands for Tristan. Trust in Foundation. I like that. Insurance. The Shrimman. It's a me, Louis Daddy-o. In the Shroom-ageddon against the food apocalypse. Ash wanted to do a documentary about the food toxic crap. Asked me to come up with a business plan. Essentially, this is literally everything in one hit. The integration is very nice. That time off did me good. But I do need to smoke because that pain came back so bad. So yeah, I got a giant swollen spot. Again, I think it's exactly what I just said. It becomes a muscle knot. And it presses on the fucking nerve that hits my spinal column. And then that tension, the hypertension pain, like an over-tightened guitar, loops up around my temple and hooks into my eye. And it feels like there's a giant fish hook ramming on my fucking temple. And the veins in my head pop out of the side. This is why I've been having migraines and chronic insomnia since I was 1 when I fell on my damn high chair. I suspect my dad fucking threw me, to be honest. Darkseid. He's not my dad. He's literally my Darkseid. The character from Justice League and Spider-Man, and literally Star Wars, everything else. I can't call him my father. I can't call him my dad. I'm a dad. And I'm an ordained reverend, and that makes me a father. And interesting enough, I died on Father's Day. And I'm having a fucking political meeting that I want to set up with Trudeau, born on Christmas Day. Klaus Schwab. Schwabbing the clause. Schwabbing the whole contract, the Great Reset. He thinks he's Santa Claus, the Holy Grail, Sazrael, descended from Jesus, and Santa Claus was the same fucking person. I don't know if it was in the life that was missing the 30 years before he popped up again, or after he miraculously ascended into heaven and nobody saw him again for another, what, our lifetime would be 80 years. Their lifetime would be, what, 300? Because, James Bond can go to a different town and change his name, and secret identity, and so can Jason Bourne. And Batman, and the Twilight Edwards, and the Cullens. But, if Jesus did it, that would be immortal. He would only ever be called Jesus. Christos. Yeshua. The Y from Jesus. Christos. Christ, of Christ. Yes. Jesus. Yeah, I play with Latin. Interesting for a dead language that nobody speaks. Google Translate knows a lot. I used to write out my prayers in Latin when I was studying to be an occultist because I needed to exercise myself because I accidentally and intentionally sold my soul to the devil when I was 19 when all this started. I got the Holy Knights of Christ stamped on my back and the sigil of Lucifer on my right leg. Ultimate rebellion against the Father. The Bible is backwards. It starts with the Revelations. Only English people read the book left to right. The rest of the world reads it right back to back. Even when I write my notes, I start at the back. It just feels natural. I thought it was because it was backwards. But the thing is, I'm not slow. I'm fast. I'm sped up. Hang on.